All right, what are we going to do this time?
Commedia.
Oh, again?
Well, you know, we're good at it.
Yeah, but it's always the same thing. We get a couple of people who fall in love who aren't supposed to. A bunch of other people try and separate them. Hilarity and confusion ensues. Everybody ends up with whoever they're supposed to end up with, more or less.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. So, well, the problem is that the play we were going to do, we didn't quite get together, so we kind of need to do the Commedia. We got an audience, you know.
Okay, all right. So how are we going to pick one?
Well, why don't we just flip through the book of stars here?
All right,
Let's find something.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay, so, there. Wait a minute. That's a tragedy? A tragedy? How can it be a tragedy? I mean, Commedia by definition is comedy.
Oh, I know. Capitano dies and everyone lives happily ever after.
Okay. Capitano lives. Everybody else dies, and he has nobody to impress.
Oh,
That's a tragedy.
Okay, so, well, you know, we need to get this going here.
all right.
so-
You want to?
Okay, yeah, I'll go let him know and start signing.
Okay,
All right. So you guys ready for this?
Okay, guys, here's the deal.
What? No, you saying you promised me.
But I'm pretty to die.
Places, everyone!
We're not ready! Hey, everybody, code!
Yeah, I got your coat right here.
Oh man, I can't believe we gotta set up another tent.
Come on.
I get tired of this every time she wants to go somewhere, gotta set up another tent.
Stop whining.
I can't, come on, she's gotta bring so much stuff. Jeez.
I sure hope you wash your hands after doing that. We are a very no. We are a clean kingdom. We have clean workers. Where are you from, Marrakesh?
Tastes like chicken.
Must be.
Chicken.
Yep.
Why are you here, and why did you set up that god-awful tent?
Isn't this the Eric?
Yeah.
No.
No, it
Get
isn't.
your ship out of the loading zone. It gets parked over there on the other side of the harbor.
No, we got princess parking. Sorry.
Which princess?
You tell him.
No.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. No. No, the important thing is that we have Prince Tarfa of Morocco
Oh,
here.
that's right.
That's the important
Yeah,
thing.
that's right. The prince is always more important.
You said there was a princess.
No, we didn't.
No, she did.
She didn't speak.
Yes, she did.
She thought it.
She thought it really loud.
You guys are a bunch of fibbers. I'm gonna go tell somebody on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go do
Yeah,
that.
go be a herald. Hey, I don't know.
Princess Fatima, must I remind you that your great royal station bears great responsibilities?
But father, I'm sure none of the other princesses need do this.
Oh, I can see now I was far too lenient in her upbringing. Spare the whipping boy, spoil the child. Now listen to me very carefully. When I, Mohammed, was first crowned king of Fessa, why all this peace and prosperity which you so enjoy did not exist. Why we and all our neighboring kingdoms were grappling in endless war. Barbaric bloodshed plagued the land. It was bloody battle after bloody battle. Oh, those were the days. However, when this crown of Fessa was placed upon my head, the weighty burdens of the entire kingdom were also there placed, and therefore, for the good of all, have I striven to forge this hard-wrought peace, which has brought forth this bountiful golden age.
Surely, Your Majesty, history will remember King Muhammad of Fessa as the bringer of peace and prosperity to these lands.
Oh, loyal Polindo, such a legacy have I ever longed for. However, all is meaningless without a sure heir to our throne. So again, to our great matter. Our child Fatima, having come of age and blossomed like the loveliest flower in springtime, has become the most eligible of princesses. Indeed, all the kingdoms are talking about her. Renowned has she become for her unmatched beauty, her skill and grace with art and with culture, and of course, her devout chastity. Why, all the royal courts are completely a tiz about her. In fact, the old King of Spain offered me 3 whole cities for her hand.
Oh, Father, the old King of Spain?
Yes.
He's fat!
Corpulent, perhaps.
Oh!
No, fear not, child. Know that we love thee, and never seriously considered such a match.
Father, shouldn't marriage come from love? Shouldn't love be the catalyst to light the fire in your soul?
Enough. I have listened unendingly to this tiresome listening. I know your heart full in this matter, that you see romantic notions everywhere with your young eyes. But that is not where your duty lies. Therefore, just close your eyes and think of Fessa. Polindo, as to our daughter's high achievement in the arts and her study, we have you to thank, and our trust in you has been greatly rewarded.
Your Majesty, the reward is in the servants.
Oh, that's very good. In words, sir, we must show more discretion in the subject matter of her studies. Bring her no more romantic tales.
What?
No poetry.
Father!
Oh, and mark you this, above all, she is to attend no more performances by those lewd, reprehensible, and disgusting golden stag players.
As you command, Your Majesty.
Oh, Fatima, you know I have always been the most understanding and sensitive of fathers. And had I a son, an undoubted king to the throne of Fessa, well then of course I would give due consideration to your selfish desires. However, lacking such an heir, why, the full weight of the succession rests upon the choice of your royal husband, which shall be decreed by me, your king.
Well, Father, I am your humble servant.
Ah, well, my kingdom, my rules. Now listen, I have news most exciting. I have sent forth emissaries bearing messages to all the kingdoms with eligible royalty, and having joined them to send forth suitors to vie for your hand. Oh, I have no doubt that soon we will see foreign ships arriving at our shore.
Father, are those not foreign ships?
So soon. I just dispatched the emissaries. Indeed, we must have a hot commodity. Call to the ship, find who they bring.
You there, on the sand!
The sheephead are coming.
No more goat soup!
Do you come from that ship?
Yes?
No,
Yes, we
no,
do.
this- no, no.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Oh, we do.
Yes,
Do
we
you
do.
carry anyone of importance?
See, this is why I drive.
Possibly people with shiny things on their heads in service.
Bald spots? Crowns. Oh, yes, we have Prince Tarfa of Morocco is on board. He is our master.
Prince of Morocco. Oh, a most excellent suitor. Well to our purpose. You know, the old king of Morocco and I were the greatest of enemies. Why, I remember one
Father,
time...
they're still waiting.
Of course, later. You're in for a treat. Continue.
Do you carry anyone else?
Oh,
No, yes,
yes.
finally.
Well, we can tell him.
Well, okay,
Yes,
well, tell him.
yes. Princess Elvira of Portugal is also aboard.
Princess of Portugal.
Yes.
Well, obviously, Portugal
Well, yes,
is
she is.
the gain in this alliance between
got it.
Fessa and Morocco. And soon, we must grant them a royal greeting. Daughter, take your train and go down and greet our royal guests.
Father, find a messenger. I am no servant.
Oh, there'll be a party. Yes, the finest food, dining, music, the greatest entertainment. I'll tell stories.
And I'll bring earplugs.
Elvira, my princess, we have arrived at last to Fessa, where we shall meet my father on the morrow, and he shall bless our marriage, and we shall live happily in my castle.
Yes, but I still am worried my brother Velardo will come after us.
Nay, your brother must be days behind. And my father's firm hand will cool your brother's fur. Don't you worry your little head.
I love you, and I'll trust you.
Your Highnesses, as Princess Ephes, it gives me great honor to welcome you to our kingdom.
Your Highness is most gracious in her welcome. I am Prince Taf of Morocco. And this is Princess Elvira of Portugal, my wife.
Oh. Well, would you like to take your rest inside then?
Yes, we shall avail ourselves of your hospitality.
Good night. But couldn't you just maybe take one box?
That's okay. Don't concern yourself with poor old Polindo. I got it all. My back doesn't bother me at all today. Good sir, would you be so kind as to assist me?
Ah, yes. Well, I, Buratino, head servant to King Mohammed of Fessa, will be happy to assist you by singing the rousing Fessa national anthem, a song of such stirring beauty that it will help you to lift 10 times your own weight, 5 times your own weight, 3 times your own weight. No promises, all rights reserved, not valid in Fessa, Morocco, and on tier. Welcome to Fessa, we hope you're impressa, be our honored guessa, don't make a big messa, for each man a contessa, with long flowing tressa, and big heaving pressa, against which you may pressa, and softly caressa, as you both undressa, because what happens in Fessa, no one need ever confess. Of course, that's only the first verse.
Well, before you get to the second verse, can you help me with some of this?
Sure. Perfect.
Hey, that's mine.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give it back much later.
I was saving that for me. Oh. This is a good patty.
My lady, look. The moon, the stars, the shining sea is all but a fading memory to your beauty from my heart. Just beats for you.
Polindo, I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, about what?
Well,
Princess, it's getting quite late. I think you should get some rest now.
thank you.
Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day in the world. Such a lonely day should be banned. Most loneliest day of my life.
Loyal Celino. What
Music is that comes from the tower.
Tis but some cats being tortured, my prince.
Fetch me that strange little man, Buratino. He shall know.
Did I hear my name invoked 3 times?
No, it was but one.
Ah, you get a 3-for-1 sale today.
Who is that who sings so loudly?
Yes, I would be happy to assist you in all your inquiries.
Excellent.
Yes. Well, that is Polindo, the page of Princess Fatima. And in fact, as far as the princess is concerned, well, the princess is an open book with 1 page, well read.
I see it be not a sheet of music.
Oh, it'd be a piece of sheet music, all right.
But say, does he not have a bit deeper a register than a page ought?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, the snippy and the snippy.
Sir, here in Fessa, we think that our pages should be unabridged. Besides, do you want to hear that 3 octaves up?
Touché. But what if something were to happen twixt the princess and her page?
The princess and the page? Preposterous! What could possibly go wrong?
Very well. And join you your revels once more.
Thank you. I would be happy to do that.
Very well.
Cheapskate.
She is like a bright star upon the horizon. I muster her as a moth to the flame.
Ah, yes, your lady wife, the Princess Elvira.
My wife? No. Princess Fatima. I've fallen in love with Princess Fatima.
My Raja of wrongness, she has risked the wrath of her father and brother to be with you.
There can be no impediments to true love. I must find some item to charm her heart and secure her father's blessing, for I hear he doth seek her a suitor.
My lord, I see that I must needs remind you of the outcome of your other amorous conquests.
Needs you?
I need. Oh, yes. Firstly, when you were but a stripling lad of 14 years, there was Mariam, the scroll keeper's daughter, for whom we quested for the puppy of ultimate cuteness.
My dog has fleas!
Yes, and on the voyage home, you neglected to leave instructions with the galley captain, and the animal perished. I'm not done yet. Secondly, there was Sophia, luscious Sophia, the emir's daughter, for whom we quested for the shoes of fashion and good fitting.
Yes, by the time we returned, they were out of style.
By at least 6 months. Oh, how can I forget this one? The foreign embassy, Princess Marina of Tyre, and the quest for the golden goat cheese.
It was an unfortunate choice of comestible.
Had you not, your dagger would have smothered me as I slept.
'Twas the mold which turned it even. But 'tis no matter. This time shall be different. This time I shall bring them the Holy Grail.
Trite, overdone, and they have one. I checked.
The tooth of Duke Christian de Glade.
A tooth, my prince. A tooth as a love token. I thought I had raised you better than that.
The gob of Duke Frederick of Holland.
What? That one? Right there?
No, that's too easy. Thus, we'll bring them the Eye of Argon.
The Eye of Argon!
Yes. Before dawn we leave for Gozan. There's no deed too daunting for the lady of my heart.
The Eye of Argon? Have you even read that piece of crap? Are you an example of our recent recruits?
No, I've been here for years.
Tell your master that we must make ready to sail with the tide in the morning, before we go a-questing.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Wait a minute. Where are we questing to this time?
The Eye of Argon.
You know what he's going to do to me.
I had hoped by this time that he would have amended his roving ways, but I could see that I was mistaken. What a strange little man. How long have you been there?
Stand still!
Going anywhere.
How long have I been here? About that much.
And what have you heard?
Nothing. I've heard nothing at all. In fact, I've heard nothing from your Prince Tarfa, who was supposed to pay me for his services, and he never did.
Oh, for that little service. Here. There you go.
You call this payment?
It's a perfectly good princely token.
It's from last reign. It's useless.
What do you want?
Oh, I'll tell you what I want. I want to be paid, and if he's not going to do it, I've written a little song about it.
No more singing.
Oh, I rendered Tarfus service, but he never paid his bill. And if he don't pay me, how will I ever drink my fill? I wish he'd get his head cut off. He's such a big disgrace. Then I can rummage through his pockets without looking at his face. Because Tarfy's got an ugly face, ugly face, ugly face. Tarfy's got an ugly face. Hey, everybody now! Tarfy's got an ugly face, ugly face, ugly face. Tarfy's got an ugly face, ugly face.
I resent that remark.
Ow, my face!
Nasty currents.
Oh, tacking boy.
Yes?
Who is the master of your ship?
Morocco.
No. Who is the person who commands your ship?
The captain.
Does the captain have a name?
Juan.
No, that's not who I'm looking for. Who is the master of the captain?
The prince.
Ah, does the prince have a name?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
Yes.
How much?
How much you got?
My valet will have to pay you later.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. From Tarfa.
Aha!
Ah! Ah! Wait. Can you hold that for a second?
My prince, if we are to be away, we must sail with the first tide, and our ship is moored over here.
And yet my mind misgives. I'm leaving so suddenly. It's so cruel.
You think? True. 'Twas different with the other maids, for you have married this one.
Speak not of the past. For love demands sacrifice.
Oh, love, demand. Ooh, ow. Sacrifice. Yes, and she has sacrificed much to be with you, and you have married this one.
But my heart burns for Fatima like no other.
Are you sure 'tis your heart?
She shall have less to fear from her brother than if I were here to draw his rage as the lightning.
But you have married this one!
And it is the fates that have brought us thus. Nay, I am resolved.
It shall be as you command, O most
Off to destiny.
puissant of puissance.
His ship is really gone. He's left me. He's left me here. I'm all alone. Why did he leave me? What did I do? That faithless boy, he's left my lady and me here in these foreign lands. Royalty is constant ever, except in the offices and affairs of love. Oh, I fear the payment for this night's work.
Princess Elvira, what is wrong? Why do you cry?
It's Tarfa. He's left me.
Oh, do not cry for him, princess. These tears do not suit your royal beauty. Don't mourn for that brigand. He's unworthy. You deserve someone who will see your beauty and return your love. Oh, daughter. Take her to the chambers. See that she's well attended. Call the royal apothecary. Oh, that sweet Princess Elvira. How she touched me, and where she touched me. Oh, I felt a passion rise up in me that I long thought dead. And I know that with this lovely princess, there may yet be another way to have an heir.
I can't believe it! Tarfa leaving his own wife!
Have you heard the most recent news?
Oh, you mean the fact that Tarfus ran off and left Elvira all alone? Yes, it's horrible, tragic, terrible. Do you think it'll rain?
That's besides the point. Tarfa, a royal, left his wife another royal. We look up to them. That's not supposed to happen.
Oh, my poor boy. Royalty and loyalty have nothing to do with each other, especially where love is concerned. Actually, that's not fair. The truth is, that can happen to anybody where love is concerned. For example, can you think of anybody else around here who is coveting somebody that he should not?
Nope.
Didn't think so. Tell you what, I'll be right here. When you can think of somebody that matches that description, let me know.
My lady, is Princess Elvira all right?
She's absolutely distraught. I've never seen anyone so upset.
I would have you know, I would never do to you what that swine Tarfa has done to his own wife.
And for that, I need to speak to you. But not here.
The garden?
Shh. Yes.
I'll be there.
Good night.
So, seen anyone yet? No? Wait a minute, I see someone. Except, instead of being covered in love, he appears to be drenched in blood. I'll go see what he wants. Pardon me, but how is it that you arrive at the shores with such sanguinary sartorial splendor?
I am Prince Belardo of Portugal in search of my sister Elvira.
The Prince of Portugal? This could be a very sticky situation. I'll go find a good vantage point to watch. I will announce your presence.
A strange little man.
Strange little man. You, sir, who are you? And are you covered in blood?
I am Prince Belardo of Portugal, and you are?
Oh, I'm King Mohammed's Fessa.
Your Majesty.
Well, what brings you here?
I have come in search of my sister Elvira and her erstwhile husband Tarfa.
Oh, yes, well, your sister has been under our care, and we've grown quite fond of her. As for that brigand Tarfa, we care not for him. He stands between me and all I desire.
Well, I have good news for you there. You see, I have already killed him. Yes, you see, I arrived a little bit earlier, and I found a ship here, and I boarded it, and thought Tarfa would be aboard, but he wasn't. Then I looked off in the distance, and there's this little dinghy being rowed furiously away by a servant. And Tarfa's in the back yelling, "Row faster, row faster!" Well, it didn't help much, because I caught up with him in no time. Killed him right away, and then asked the servant, serve me or follow your master.
Most excellently done, most excellently.
I got a free servant out of it.
Oh, I do hope that your just vengeance does not extend to your sister.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, good, for you are of the same blood, and she is an innocent, and we care deeply for her.
I have no desire to harm a hair on her head. I just simply wish to bring her home safely to father.
Oh, well, I am most reassured to hear that. And I do hear them coming now. Here's your sister.
Brother Belardo, I'm so sorry. I never meant to betray the family. I'm so sorry. Please, please forgive me, Belardo.
Oh, dear sister, I do forgive you. Father sent me here to find you and bring you home safely. And now that I have found you, we will be leaving tomorrow straight away. He was most anxious to see you.
But what of Tarfa?
Oh, him. The very reason why I'm here in the first place. I was going to give this to you tomorrow, but since you've asked about him... We leave on the morning tide.
Why did you do this? How could you do this to me? You told me such stories. You told me you loved me. You told me you'd never leave me. You told me you'd protect me.
goes there?
Emissary from the fleet of the King of Morocco.
Do you hear that? The King of Morocco is here, and his son freshly slain. Oh, he could only think that we were complicit in this. There will be no appeasing him. This will surely lead to war.
Your Majesty, if you allow me a moment, I believe I have a solution to your dilemma. You see, I dispatched with the son with such ease, and I have no doubt in my mind that I can eliminate the sire with equal ease. But I need to borrow your fleet, and with their fleet under my command, I am certain I can squash the Armada of Morocco.
Oh, it is such a risky move, yet a bold one. And the fleet of Fessa is match for the fleet of Morocco. Indeed, I know that if war is inevitable, it is better to be on the winning side. Oh, yes, do it. Kneel, Prince Milano. I shall make you admiral of my fleet. Go forward and capture this King of Morocco.
It shall be done. However, I have one favor to ask of you.
Oh,
when I
yes.
return victorious, which I know I will, might I have your daughter's hand in marriage?
Oh, yes, yes, of course. An excellent match.
Tell your master you have no business here in this kingdom.
Morocco will not take this slight lightly.
Counselor, I have most happy news.
Oh, this is excellent.
I've decided I shall marry again. I shall marry that lovely Princess Elvira.
Elvira.
Yes, yes.
The mad one.
Oh, no, she is not mad. Although she was quite distraught at the loss of her former husband. However, my apothecary gave her a potion, and then she had a moment of clarity whereby I expressed my love, and she agreed to marry me.
I'm not sure a moment of clarity is enough to base a marriage on.
Oh, I have more happy news indeed. I have decided that my daughter shall marry that bold Prince Bellardo.
Bellardo, the murdering maniac.
Oh,
Bellardo.
no, he's not a maniac. He's a most enthusiastic prince.
Your Majesty, please. The fleet of Fessa is still engaged in war, and we don't know what the outcome is going to be, and perhaps it would be
Counselor!
wise.
In times of peace, I've greatly benefited by your cautious wisdom. However, we are kingdom at war now, and I require advice more tending towards action. Mind your advice, sir, or we'll need no more of it.
As your Majesty commands.
Your Majesty, please, I beg of you to help my lady. She talks to that thing and she weeps, and now she's run off to the ocean, and I'm afraid for her. Please, you must help my princess.
Thank God,
please.
Bring her
The
back.
princess, she needs help. She's
Tell
lost
about the
her mind.
princess.
Yes,
You tell about the princess.
The princess
I'm the
needs
servant.
help. You have to
I'm
do
the servant. What
something.
good is my job to tell about the princess? To say that Princess Fatima and the page are sleeping together.
Whoa. What did you say?
Isn't that the princess you were talking about?
You fool, you fiend! Spreading rumors about the princess! Oh,
I swear, it is no rumor. Why would I lie about something that's
if you are
serious?
lying, your head will hang from that spike. I shall root out the cause of this.
What did you do? What did you say?
Never speak truth to power.
Oh, God, what were you thinking? Didn't you know something would happen?
Excuse me, this is all your fault.
I was talking about my princess, dude, not
How
yours.
was I supposed to know that?
Well, you could have listened. I mean, you know.
Yes, Father.
Whatever you say, Father. Oh, my poor lady, she needs help.
Just leave her alone. She's working through a few things right now. The best thing we could do now is to sit back and enjoy.
Stop looking at me! Why are you looking at me? You know! No! I need to be clean. I need water! I need water! It does not surprise me that water from the river is sweet and the sea is salt.
Except for when I pee in the river.
Because the salad is all goes together with its philosophical oils.
Yeah, fruit salad.
And with your Strait of Gibraltar, or as you will, Gibraltar. Either one name or the other comes to be called.
Leave her alone.
Even as you wish to your fatal destiny.
Ooh.
Stop it.
No, stop it.
You could be catching.
What?
They say that about madness.
Poor Ursa Major ties his boots with a pinching lace and goes to dig oysters and large mussels in the Gulf of Duckweed near Syria.
Hush! Stop it!
Can't have any fun.
A thing is, or it isn't. If you wish it, so it is. And it is an evil year when God grants it to you.
This is not good.
And in your basket, you will find an evil Easter.
Get your hands off her!
And in your custom manner,
Cruel man too!
you will reap evil always. For all from above is purposeful.
Oh, Polindo, throughout this Inquisition, I had so prayed and hoped that these would be rumors, but now I know the truth at it, that you, the child who I saw, who I raised up, to whom I gave the most learned scholars, in whom I took a father's pride in your achievements, that you would betray me. Oh, what kind of a man, a villain, sits at a man's table, is raised in his house, and yet strives to steal his only treasure?
My lord, I beseech you one last time. You were a kind man once. You can be again. I know what I have done wrong. But Fatima, she's done nothing wrong. This was my doing. I corrupted her mind. Please, do not hurt her.
Even now, you dare to dictate to your king how he should handle his matters. Always you strive beyond your station. As to your sentence, cannot speak it, but it's well known. God, do your duty.
Please! Restore her! Please!
Bring me that shame that is my daughter.
Father, where is Polindo?
Fatima, you have disgraced yourself with your behavior with this peasant, this one of such low birth.
Low birth? What do you know of low birth? He has more honor than all the men of your court. How can you blame this on me? And it's your fault. You are the one that since I was a child you've been trickling these words into my ears. How beautiful he was. How he was a woman you had taken with your wife. How is this my
Silence! I shall hear no more talk of him. Fatima, I have come to a decision. You shall marry that bold Prince Bellardo. This quick marriage will wash the taint from our name, and his bold spirit will teach you your place and bear us an heir to the throne of Fessa.
Father, I will do this. Just grant me one thing. Let me see Polindo.
Oh, there is no time.
Father, please, as you have ever loved me. One last time.
So, you need to see this peasant one last time, do you?
Please.
Very well.
Your Majesty, it's not too late to raise.
My liege, I bring word of the battle at sea.
Oh,
Oh,
what of the battle?
I fear to speak, my liege, I fear to speak. The sea was churned with blood. Our ships were asunder and burning in the harbor. There's very little between us and the forces of King of Morocco. And there's a Prince Bellardo. Oh, I don't dare speak, my liege.
The fleet is lost?
Oh, the fleet is lost.
Bellardo dead? Oh,
Yes,
all
yes.
is lost.
I fear for us all.
What's this? What's this?
Oh, Oh, what a magnificent mirror I see before my eyes.
Fetch gods to bring her back.
In this mirror I see the sun all aflame, ready to roast on a spit over a fire of ice that traitor, the Prince of Morocco, for stealing a hen from a cock at the inn of the Moor. Oh, ay me, you two will arrive, taken by the old thief, to beat him well about the face, place you on the salt, and feed him to a crew of Astomites. Up, up, Cavalier of Honor. It is from here one leaps the perilous river. This is the road to Mount Flagon. This is the true ways of the menstrual flows and the dung heap. This is the famous chariot of Lucina. And this is the true cauldron of the macaroni, in which are to be found the breeches and gowns of the wisest philosophers. Farewell. Farewell, all. Farewell.
No, Elvira! Oh, she's gone. My own heart breaks again. Oh, how brief is love's ecstasy. How sudden its loss. How empty is all after. Take that to the Princess Fatima, so that I may keep my promise. I see the ships of Morocco blackening the harbor. So, does the victorious king of Morocco think he can stride unharmed through the streets of Fessa? That shall not be. I have not lived in peace so long that I have forgotten the ways of treachery. So much for him. What of Fessa? What of Mohammed? What shall I do? Shall I run? A coward? Hounded by villains? Clinging to a last few desperate days? No, no, no. I shall fight. And yet, what poor defense could we yield at this time? Surely we would be overrun. And me, captured, chained and broken before a hooting, fallen mob. I cannot bear the thought. Here was I a boy, and many victories did I win with my wooden sword. And there, by the wall, I was a prince, and charmed many rare beauties. And here, even on this very spot, did I receive this crown of ancient kings. I shall meet my fate here, when I knew these happier things.
Did you bring it?
Bring what, princess?
Did you bring it? The poison! Did you bring the poison? Give it to me. Give it to me.
No.
Give it to me!
Your Highness, your father bid me bring this to you and let you know of the death of Belinda. No gentler soul. Your name spilled lovingly from his lips to the very end. He is now counted among the stars in the heavens as to look down upon you. And from his chest they did take his loving heart and put this in a chalice they'd bring it to you. Father, I see that you have indeed kept your last promise to me. For I look upon my love one last time. And in return, I've kept my promise to you. For I have already conceived the heir to the throne of Fessa. So to you, Father, and to Polindo, here's to my love. Forgive me. My eyes are too old, I can't see. How goes the battle?
Well, from what I can tell amidst the smoke, the only ships that are left standing bear the standard of the King of Morocco.
Oh, we're doomed.
No, this can't be. It's not possible, not in our...
I bring news. I bring news from inside the castle.
Tell us.
The Princess Fatima, presented with the heart of her lover Polindo, poisoned herself and fell dead. And His Majesty, Mohammed, seeing the body of his child, bade his guard hold forth his sword on pain of death, and ran himself upon it. The royal family is dead.
What will become of us now? What have you done?
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It's never
I
my
have
fault.
news. I have news.
Oh, no more.
The King of Morocco is dead. Killed by the guard of Fessa.
What's that noise I hear?
It's coming from the rear.
They're coming through the walls.
Breaching the city walls.
Citizens of Fessa, I am General Giarfa, commanding general of the Moroccan army that is now inside your city walls. There has been much bloodshed. Today we have witnessed the fall of 3 great houses brought low before the eyes of God this day. And for what? Faithless love, royal hubris, and foolish vengeance. Enough. Pledge yourself to me, and I will return you to the glory that was Fessa.
Thank you very much. I hope you, well, obviously you enjoyed it. All that work worked.
My lords and ladies, we return you to your regularly scheduled 12th night.